Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to English class. I'm Mrs. Bandana Singh, your English teacher. I welcome you all in English class. I hope you all will be fit and fine and doing great at home. I would like to suggest you to take nice care in this situation. We know that we need to take nice care, follow all the precautions given by doctors and given by the health department, by the government. Yes, it is necessary to take nice care and suggest around you who all are there around you, suggest them also to take care of themselves. Yes, let's start our topic. It's lesson number 4. We know that it's from the book Supplementary Reader. The lesson number 4, the old clock shop of Supplementary Reader, is going on. We have already discussed almost part around 90% we have done, and I'm sure that you have came to know about this story, what is there in this story. Still, come have a look on this story. We'll revise in short. Yes, this is a story belong to the place. Which place? Yes, it is from the Salt Lake City, USA. Yes, and this story happened on the day it is a festival evening. Which festival was there on the day? Yes, it was a Christmas festival. It is Christmas evening. The story started at Christmas evening. The story started with a shopkeeper. There is one shopkeeper in a clock shop. His name is Ray. Ray is the main character in this story. He is a old clock. He is the owner of an old clock shop. What is special about Ray? Yes, Ray is deaf. Deaf means he can't hear anything. If he can't hear if he can't hear anything, then how does he run a shop? Is this possible to run a shop, to do any public communication if we are deaf, if a person is deaf? No, it's not possible. But how Ray do his business, how Ray communicate with others? We know, yes. Ray write his message on a notepad or on a paper. He communicate through writing messages on paper. Yes, the it was the evening. It was Christmas evening. The Ray was about to close the shop. Yes, all people were going back to their home. Suddenly, two people came in his shop. One was around 20 year and another one was around 50 year shop, 50 year old. By seeing them, Ray could understood that they are not the real shopper. That's why Ray got afraid, but he tried to hide that he have afraid with them. Then uh, when he passes his notepad on the desk or in front of their hand, they came to know that Ray can't hear, and they got happy. By seeing that also, Ray again got confused. Then after that the communication started. Then what happened, when Ray asked that what they want from the shop, then one person among them, one was standing on the door only, one was standing in front of Ray, and there was no friendliness sign on his eyes. That's why Ray could understood that he is not a shopper. Okay, but after that Ray could understood that they have came there to him because they are in trouble. They need something. Their need have brought them there in front of Ray. Ray could understood that. After that, the person who was standing, the shopper who they have came in Ray's shop, the one person who was standing in front of Ray, he took out one wristwatch from his pocket and asked to the Ray that how much he can pay for that watch. By seeing that, Ray could understand that they are in trouble and they need money badly. Very badly, they need some money, and for that, they were ready to do anything. Means, if they would not get money, they were ready to do something wrong also for money. It happened sometime. Yes, because of the need, they were ready to go for any situation. So Ray asked that how much do you want for this watch. The person replied that you pay how much it cost, how much it worth, means what is the value, you pay as per its value. Okay, as Ray was aware that the watch don't have any value. Okay, still Ray opened his money box and he took $50 note and gave to them. Okay, after getting, even that watch was not worth of rate $50, still Ray gave them because Ray could understand that they are in a trouble, they need money. After getting that, the person got very happy. Okay, and he said thank you. Yes, till here we have discussed yesterday. See now what happened next. See, open page number 14 of the book A Pact with Sun, supplementary reader. They both knew that watch was not worth that much. Before turning to leave, the man wrote, I will be back to pick it up as soon as I can. Merry Christmas. Yes, they both were knowing that watch doesn't worth how much Ray have paid them. Okay, before turning to leave, as they were about to leave, before that the man wrote that I will be back, means I will come as soon as possible to collect my watch. I will come here. What it means, when he will get, when he will have the $50, or he will collect, or he will get $50, then he will come to Ray, he will give his 50 rupees back and he will take his watch back. Getting, this is the policy. That's why they said that will, if they will not come back, then nothing. Ray have paid them more than the worth of that watch, because Ray could understand they are in the trouble. That's why Ray tried to help them. Then the little story ended on the half hour with the clocks striking all together. Okay, this was a small story. It happened within it, and it started and end. Means all story was started and end. It is about half hour only. Means story starts with when they two people enters in the shop and what communication they had, and they left the shop. It took only half hour. Okay, as we know that time clocks where time was keep on going, time doesn't wait for anyone. The timepieces which had been looking on silently all the while. Timepieces means time, because all everywhere clocks, watches are there. It's a clock shop. Then in every wall, watch clocks are there. That's why it has said that time was looking silently. Time looks silently. Time looks to everyone. But does time speak? No. Time speaks, but we can't hear. Yes. So which had been locking on silently all the while, rang out the time with such feelings. But now the time was ringing out with such feelings. Which feelings? Can you guess which feelings? That even Ray thought he could hear them. Ray was thinking that he could hear them. What happens? What happened if he could hear them? Yes, he was feeling to hear them. Their sweet musical message was filled with hope, because what message they wrote on the notepad before to leave, it was full with hope. Hope was there because they said that they will come back as soon as possible to pick their clock. Means hope was there. Even though they were in trouble, still they showed the hope. The timeless message of peace on earth, goodwill towards all, was felt by the three men who stood in the old clock shop. Okay, what was the message? Which message they three spreaded? The message they spreaded were peace on earth. How peace will come? If we'll help each other, if we'll understand each other's feeling, and we cares each other, will care each other, then there will be peace on the earth. As you know that they two people, they were in the need of money anyhow, but they not did anything wrong. Yes, still they tried to get money for which they had, and Ray also could understand they are Ray could also understand that they need money, and Ray also paid them good. It means they helped each other, they not did anything wrong with each other. It means they gave the message of peace on earth. If everyone will do like that, there will be peace on earth. Yes, goodwill towards all means we supposed to be good towards all. We supposed to be good towards all means we should do good towards all as much as we can do for others. If anyone is asking for help, if we are able to do, if that is in our capability, we should do it. Yes, it means goodwill towards all was felt by the three men who stood in the old clock shop. This message was given by the three people who were standing in a old clock shop. This was the story, a nice moral story, a short story, but ends with a very good message. Yes. Now, I request you all to read it again and again and understand each and every statement. Try to understand the characters, their feelings, their emotions. Okay. Now, yesterday only I have given you two question answers to write. Now, today again I am going to give you remaining 4, 5. Question number 3 and 4. Okay, so that he will not get so much load of writing. I will keep on explaining, and to relate it with that explanation, whatever will be there, I will give the same for writing. Now see, question number 3 is there. How did Ray communicate with him? Very easy question, and I am sure that you all know the answer. Yes? Yes. We know that Ray could neither speak or nor hear. Ray could neither speak nor hear. So he communicated with the customer by writing his message on notepad. The visitor also wrote his reply on paper. Very easy. Yes, because we have discussed it again and again. Numbers of time we are discussing the same, we are talking the same. That's why it was easy for us. The next question is there. What do you think the man said to his friend who waited at the door? It is upon you that what do you think that. You know that the two shopper, they came late evening in the shop, in old clock shop. One was standing in door, on door only, and one came inside. Okay, then after, as he came to know that Ray is deaf, he can't hear, he went outside and said something to his friend. Can you guess what he said to his friend? Just we need to guess here. We'll guess here. The older man pointed to his ears and shook his head from side to side. Thus he conveyed to his younger companion that the shop owner could neither hear nor speak. Obviously, the person who was standing in front of Ray, he came to know that Ray can't hear also, can't speak also. He got surprised to see that the same message he conveyed to his friend. Yes. Next question is there. Ray was not a pawnbroker. Why then did he lend money to people in exchange of their old watches and clothes? Okay, pawnbroker means a person who gives money for things and get interest also. But Ray was not the pawnbroker. Still, he used to give money to the people, those who are really in need for their things. And when they get money, they used to come and used to pay back to Ray and used to get back their things. There was no profit for Ray because he was not taking any interest. It means he was not a pawnbroker. Yes, Ray was not a pawnbroker. A person who lends money on security of some item. They used to give item for security. See, Ray took their watch and gave them $50, and they said that we'll come to take back our thing. Yes, the same. A person who lends money on security of some item. He did not lend money on interest. He not took any interest. He not takes any interest. He was, however, kind and helpful. He couldn't say no to the needy people because he was kind and helpful. He never said no to any needy people. Yes, write question number 3, 4, and 5 also in your notebook. Complete your notebook at the same time and learn the question answer also at the same time. We'll meet in our next English class. Okay, again I will say take care of yourself very nicely, behave well with your parents, help your parents, and study also. Bye.